the humerus bone. So let's begin. Here comes the lesser tubercle, the greater tubercle, the first impression of the greater tubercle, the second impression, and the third impression. So basically, to the lesser tubercle of humerus, subscapularis is attached in the first greater impression of greater tubercle, which is also known as the upper impression. The supraspinatus muscle gets attached, whereas in the second impression, the infraspinatus muscle get attached, whereas in the third impression, or the lower impression of greater tubercle, the teres minor muscle gets attached. Now, talking about the medial lip of the humerus and the lateral lip of the humerus. To the medial lip, the teres major gets attached, whereas to the lateral lip, pectoralis major gets attached. And on this groove, the bicipital groove or the intertubercular sulcus, the latissimus dorsi gets attached. And here is where the long head of biceps origins from. Then let's come to the deltoid tuberosity. Here comes your deltoid tuberosity, and here is where the spiral groove forms, and just near the opposite of deltoid tuberosity is where your coracobrachialis gets inserted. Now in this region, the brachialis muscle gets attached. Now basically, this is the anatomical position of humerus. Here this end is known as the medial epicondyle, and the opposite to that is a lateral epicondyle. Now this region is known as the medial supracondylar ridge. Similarly, here this region is known as lateral supracondylar ridge. Now this medial epicondyle is known as the common flexor origin. So here comes your medial epicondyle, known as the common flexor origin. Just above this, in this region of medial supracondylar ridge, you can find the origin of pronator teres muscle. Similarly, the lateral supracondylar ridge, you can see the origin of brachioradialis in this region and extensor carpi radialis longus. And this lateral epicondyle is a common extensor origin. This is the way from which the extensor muscles originates from. Now let's come to this region. This area is known as the radial fossa, whereas this is known as the coronoid fossa. Similarly, at the back, this is the olecranon fossa. This is the olecranon fossa, and somewhere here there is a ulnar groove. This was an anatomical position. Let's go to the posterior side of it. So the posterior side, somewhere here, the lateral head of the triceps is originated from this region, and somewhere in this area is your medial head of triceps. And as you have seen, this was an anatomical position. This is your medial epicondyle. Here comes your medial epicondyle. Now, near the lateral epicondyle at the back, at the posterior surface, here somewhere the anconeus, the smallish muscles originate from anconeus. That's it. So talking only about the humerus, those were the muscular attachments. This is your anatomical position. This is your anatomical neck of humerus. Here comes your surgical neck of humerus. This is the anatomical neck, and here somewhere comes the surgical neck. And the morphological neck is cannot be seen in the adult bone as it disappears. And talking about the structures, basically this is a lesser tubercle, the greater tubercle, the first impression, the second, and the third. Here comes your medial lip, here comes your lateral lip, here comes your bicipital groove, and here comes your delta tuberosity, here comes your spinal groove, here comes your medial epicondyle, the medial epicondyle, and here near to the medial epicondyle, this region is known as the trochlea, and the one which is near to the lateral epicondyle is known as capitulum. So when we rotate it up, you find the olecranon fossa, the ulnar groove, and this is nothing but the continuation of the trochlear. And here I missed it, this one is your radial fossa, here comes your coronoid fossa, and this region here is known as the condyle of humerus. That's it, done with the humerus.